Let's go.
Welcome home to 42 Geek Street, your guide to the world of the geek for that little bit of geek in all of us. Hi, I'm Ren, and with me, of course, as usual, is Mike.
Howdy.
Howdy, partner.
Now, what are we talking this week? Well, I'm glad you asked. Did you?
What are we talking about this week?
We are talking about, we're going to talk about roller derby. Now, there's quite a bit of roller derby happening in the Melbourne area, and we're going to talk to the East Vic roller derby. So, shall we jump straight in?
Straight in. Let's roll straight in.
Let's roll straight in. Yeah, I love that. Hey guys, we're here at the East Vic roller derby, and we're here to find out about what roller derby is all about, because I've never been and I've got no idea. So let's get everyone informed, and let's find out how you get involved and what getting involved actually means. So let's go this way.
I'm Jamie Oliver, and I've been with the league for about a year now. It's a sport that's always appealed to me because it's just, it's for the misfits, and yeah, I just love it.
I am here with Jam E. Oliver. Jam, how are you?
Well, actually, I go by Ollie. Oh, good.
It's good. So what got you involved with roller derby?
I always loved the idea of sport, but not sports people.
Right.
And that's why I love roller derby, because it's full of people that you wouldn't expect to play sport.
And I mean, was there, once you got into it, I mean, what was the main thing that really, kept you into it, I suppose?
Just the community of it. If you fall down, everyone goes, oh yeah, you okay? You go, yep, and they go, get right back up there. It's that kind of, we love you, but we expect you to work hard.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So there's a real team kind of element, I suppose.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, nice. So, and are you kind of learning to coach now? Is that right?
Yeah, so I just finished up a coaching course, so I'll be hopefully getting a bit more out there. And yeah, I also recently passed my Purple Star, which is our highest level here, and hopefully I'll be debuting soon during the next bout.
Oh, okay, nice. Well, thanks for talking, and we'll see you out there.
Great, thank you.
Hi, my name's Devastating Dottie. I've been with East Vic Roller Derby for 2 years, and I've been playing roller derby for 6 years. I love roller derby because I get to hit people.
Hey guys, Mike here, and I'm with Dottie. Dottie, how are you?
Really well, thanks. Thanks for coming down.
No, thank you for having us. So, what got you involved? What do you love about roller derby?
Well, I love the camaraderie between all the girls. I love the challenge that comes with the physical side of things, but also the mental side of things. At the moment, I'm really loving coaching. I love developing skaters. It's really, I seem to have found my niche in the sport. But the best fun is being able to hit people.
I mean, what started you on this? I mean, what kind of made you want to think, I want to get into roller derby?
Well, I went and saw a game with my husband, and he said, you should do that. And I said no, you're mental. But then he bought me a pair of skates, and he spent a lot of money, and I thought I'd better learn how to skate. So I found a league, and I learned how to skate.
Well, that's fair call. When you spend the money on the skates, that's when it's kind of like, yeah, I should use them.
Yeah, I felt obligated.
Well, I've kind of got this feeling that I should get into skates and try this out. What do you think?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I'm sure you'd be totally fine.
Confident. Let's try this.
I'm here with I Am Slam, and I Am Slam is a referee in our EVRD league. And yeah, Phil, how did you get into roller derby?
I got in thanks to my darling wife. It's one of those sports that to get away from everything, you can take up this sport and feel welcomed instantly. So that's something that she's done, and she dragged me along to a bout, kicking and screaming, and I just didn't want to leave my game. And I NSO'd, which is non-skating official, and now you can't keep me away.
So did you know how to skate before you joined a league?
Absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
No, it was one of those wall clinger type moments where I get on skates and have a sore bum for quite a good month or so.
Yeah. And what did you find most challenging about learning to skate and learning to referee?
Learning to skate was the hardest part. So skating and knowing what you're doing, and then having to learn rules on top of that, and having to remember those rules in a split second, while dodging and weaving and keeping up, because they can be quite quick.
Yeah. So you have to know the skating. It has to be in your muscle memory. You can't just
That's right. With your 8 to 12, was it 8 to 12 weeks?
Yeah.
You learn everything from falling down. Falling down is very important. How to fall down, you'll do it many, many times before you actually learn to do anything else.
Yeah.
That way, when you do fall, you fall naturally.
Yeah. And we do that with our skaters as well. Like like you said, the refs train with the girls, and we bring you up right from being clinging to the wall right up to being able to skate properly, and then eventually you get to the contact level, and you can play contact, and then you can become a bouting skater to play games with other leagues, as well as joining in and playing with your other players.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
yeah, so we bring you up right from the start, and you learn how to skate, and you don't just get thrown in and contacting with girls who have been doing it for years straight away.
Oh, I did. I got hurt quite a bit, but it was fun. It was always fun. And it's not always for everyone. Sometimes you might even just come in, you might have a bit of a bum leg and whatnot, and that's when you can become a non-skating official. So people who do all the hard yards with all the paperwork, and making sure that when a ref calls something, then it gets jotted down and backed up for the other refs and other NSOs.
Yeah, and one of the things that I've loved is learning how to become a coach. And because I never played sport before, I'd never played team sport before ever, and it's really amazing to play a team sport and then actually pass on the knowledge that you've learned from people that have taken their time to teach you, and give back to people who are learning. It's just great, and people just they learn something and they love it, and they come and they really enjoy it, and it's really rewarding.
Skating, reffing, NSO, do any of it, even just come watch.
Yeah, definitely support local roller derby. Support your local roller derby teams. There's ones all over Melbourne, all over Victoria. Definitely go and watch some derby. Definitely go watch some derby.
Thanks, Devastating Dottie, for doing that last interview. And Mike, what happened to you in the end?
I don't even remember half of that.
Yes, you probably tried to take a bit too far with your roller skating.
Yeah, I'm not known for my roller skating skills.
No, neither am I actually. But I just wanted to say it was really interesting to go down. You think they might get a bit, and maybe they do sometimes, but from the appearance we got, they were really friendly, and it seems like they take on new people and they really train them from just learning how to skate, which was a big focus, to the little tricks and little gliding ins and outs and stuff.
They're very keen.
Yeah, and even if you don't want to play, you can still participate in reffing and helping out with other events. They're very community minded, so you should definitely check out the East Vic roller derby. Just go to the Facebook page for the details. But coming up right next after break is...
Yeah, Whatcha Nath.
Mood Dice for you at home. The dice that tells you what mood you're in.
Whether you're feeling cool or...
if you're feeling hot. The dice, get it in stores while it's hot for sale. Get it before it goes cold.
Hello there. At X Club for Geeks, we'll show you what and what equals that.
Hey Mike, I know we've got our spam that's ham in a can, but I don't know, I'm just not feeling it tonight. Not with this. It's missing something.
It's just not classy.
That's classy. That's ham in a glass.
That's glam.
So it doesn't look like anybody else is around, so maybe I'll just interview Ren. So Ren, tell me, clowns, yes or no?
Yes, I do like Mike.
What about TV show?
TV show, favourite's Game of Thrones. It's a love-hate relationship. I love it, then they do something and I hate it, and then I start to love it again.
So by the time this airs, we've now had the season finale. What do you think of that?
Well, I don't want to spoil it in case someone's watching it later, because people watch it in one bit. But
Was it love-hate?
yeah, I was devastated. I almost had a tear in my eye.
Yeah.
It was, they build up a character. As soon as you like a character, they seem to kill it.
Did you know that Jon Snow's opening his own bakery?
Yeah?
Yeah. Do you know what it's called?
No, what is it?
You know muffins, Jon Snow. You can all use that one. Clowns, yes or no?
No, creepy.
Creepy. Why creepy?
I mean, they're all painted and just, I don't know, not a favourite of mine.
Ooh, mask above the face. Right. What about those ones at the carnival?
Oh, no, well, it always reminds me of the one in the American Horror Story.
Oh,
freak show.
yes, that was
Yes, I
that
always
was pretty
remember
freaky. Yeah. What about you, clowns? Yes or no?
No,
No. You say no way.
no.
Will you run if you see one?
No, I'll just make sure they don't see me and I'll slowly walk away.
Yeah, that's a good response. So there you go. Public service announcement for everybody. Whenever you see a clown, make sure that they don't see you, and just back away slowly.
Well, there was Whatcha Nath, and funnily enough now, we're going to be looking at the guys who did the Star Wars glider. Now, originally that we saw them in the Hoth base, or Hoth.
Yeah, at PAX, we interviewed him about Hoth Base.
Yeah, but then you had Whatcha Nath, who's based on Hoth. So Hoth.
Interesting.
Hoth. But let's go to the base, because I could just talk Hoth all afternoon. Hey, it's Mike here from 42 Geek Street, and we've got something really special behind us. I don't know if you can see it behind me, but we have ourselves a bit of a racer. Now, tell us all about it. This is great. And first of all, how did you guys get onto this?
I'm an excellent race car engineer, so I was asked to build this for the group, and they gave me some basic plans, so I quickly drew them up, and this is what we've come up with so far. This is stage one. There's still a lot of work to go on it. It's just running out of time.
How long has it taken to get it to this point?
About 4 months of work.
Okay. Is there a lot of other things that are in mind once this has been done?
At the very end, yes, I want to have like electric wheelchair rear-ended it and have it drivable for parades.
Oh, wow, that'd be great.
The front should unclip and be able to hop in and hit your photo taken again, a little bit down the track.
How long do you think it'll be until you get it completed?
Be another 12 months at least. I've got lots of other things to do as well.
Okay, so what else do you do? I mean, alongside doing, this kind of stuff, is there anything else in this kind of vein, or?
Not really. I've got a couple of R2s and stuff. I'm not a Star Wars fan. My wife's a big Star Wars fan, but she followed me around motor racing for 25 years. Now it's her time for payback.
So, what did you do in motor racing specifically?
I was a mechanic. I actually drove for a little while, just in little stuff. But
Okay.
I worked on touring cars and built sports sedans.
And was that just around Victoria or around the country?
Around the country. I did the full V8 circuit, or not V8s at that stage, but yeah, did the Bathurst and all that sort of stuff.
All right, cool. Well, best of luck getting this to the finishing product, and hopefully it'll look fantastic.
Yep, that'll be good. It's all for the kids.
Yeah, no, awesome stuff. And where can they find information about this? Is there a website or anything?
We've got our own Rebel Legion Hoth base as in website as well as our Facebook page. You can see a bit of a build thread of what happened with this. And what we're doing all the time with Comic Cons and all that sort of stuff.
So I expect we'll see you at a few cons next year?
This will be next at Comic Con, I'd say.
All right, awesome. Well, we look forward to seeing it there.
No worries. Thank you very much. Cool.
We'll see you guys later.
Thanks, Mike. How great are they?
Yeah.
They've built that from nothing. We actually got to go to their place. We were lucky enough to be invited over. Have to admit, we interviewed a lot there and the sound didn't work, so we felt really bad. But we did have all the footage, which we showed some of it during that clip there. But one thing as well, we went to a day, it was called like a build day, where everybody in their group sort of came in from different areas, and they had like a table with 6 or 7 sewing machines, or I don't know, a whole heap of sewing machines here. Another thing over there set up to cut things and build it. It was like a little mini factory that they'd set up, and everyone came in and they worked on their costumes, their items, and they've all specialised in different areas, and they're all helping each other. You know, it was just awesome to see how they came together. And
the way you kind of describe that sounds to me like that at the end of Three Amigos, when they're sewing like the wind to try and get those Three Amigos costumes done. But it's Star Wars.
Yeah, there's Star Wars into the wind. But they were awesome people, and it really is family based and like a family. And it's funny to saying a family because I'll put a picture up, and basically it's like a whole generation of people in the club and building and Star Wars. It's awesome. And I think right now we should actually go to a break.
Sure, let's do that.
That's classy. That's ham in a glass.
That's glam. Car suction. With the power of science, if you need to get into a car without it slowing down, car suction. Car suction. When you got to get into your friend's car without it slowing down, car suction is the way. Classy. Suction with class. Glam.
Ah, hello there. Here at X Club for Geeks, we like to show you the U, the Y, the 1, the 2, the 3. At X Club for Geeks, we'll show you how it all lands together. Oh, wow. Doesn't this look classy? Glam.
Let's get it on.
And next up, we go from Star Wars to Stargate with Suanne Braun speaking with Ron.
Hi guys, I'm with Suanne Braun, Hathor from Stargate, SG1, and also Starhike, which I want to talk to you a little bit about as well. So tell us a little bit about your experience as Hathor.
Well, I was just saying earlier, it was an incredible experience because, of course, I didn't know at the time that it would have the impact that it did. And just such an amazing crew and set of actors to work with. And such a great part. I mean, you know, get to flirt with all the boys and piss off the girls. What's not to love?
Yeah, and take them over and do a little bit of control work there.
Exactly. And the best part is, of course, I always thought that Hathor was a kind of figment of a Hollywood screenwriter's imagination, but of course she is an actual Egyptian goddess, and my husband and I happened to go to Egypt on honeymoon.
Okay.
And everywhere we went, they'd be like, and this is the goddess Hathor. She's a very, very powerful, beautiful goddess. And I'd be going, you know.
As you do.
So, exactly. So, yeah, it was an incredible experience. I'm very grateful for it.
And the outfit's sort of iconic now. Do you see many people dressed as that in cosplay?
I do. And I often ask the women, because everybody goes, oh my God, I'm going to be coming as you tomorrow night. I'm dressing as you. And then they're in the costume and I'm like, and are you comfortable? And they're like, it's the most uncomfortable costume ever. I'm like, mm-hmm.
Yeah, I experienced that. So...
Yeah.
You're sort of fortunate to be on Stargate because it's ongoing. So it's not like you just did the couple of episodes that you did. It's actually led to like even being out here today.
Precisely. And I was saying to somebody, I feel like both Hathor, wherever you are, and Stargate have really, really blessed me because the fans are incredible. They're so supportive. They're so encouraging. I've got to travel. I've got to meet people. I did a huge convention in Germany this year with 8,000 people, just total sci-fi lovers of the shows and the craft and the cosplay and all that. And I knew none of this before. And I have to say, I'm very touched by the loyalty that fans have and thrilled to be a part of it, yeah.
And now are you a fan of sci-fi and the genre, or have we converted you across to our side?
Little bit. I mean, I can't. My husband loves it. He loves all of it. Oh dear. And then every now and then I'll be like, "Now, who's this one? What is this one doing?" When? Because I don't. I'm more. I think I prefer sort of like moody Scandinavian dramas and things like that, and comedy, of course. I mean, I'm a big comedy fan, but I wouldn't say I'm 100% a sci-fi fan just yet. Sorry.
But you did mix comedy and sci-fi with Star Hike.
I did indeed.
So tell us a little bit about that experience, because it's sort of a bit of a cult favourite out there, very hard to get.
Yeah, I think Star Hike is a little bit like Marmite. You know, it absolutely polarizes people. People either go, I love it and I get it and I think it's hysterical, or they look at it and go, this is the biggest piece of you know what. So it was an amazing experience because the guys, you know, it was a real trailblazing kind of experience. And I think the only other sci-fi British comedy is Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
And they didn't want ours to be like that or to be kind of compared, which I guess invariably there always will be comparisons. But what I liked about it and what kind of really drew me to the role was that they said to me they wanted to combine my experience in stand-up comedy and my love of improvising with that. So for me, Dottie was a gift, because often we'd do a take and then Andrew would go, Suanne, do you want to just, you know, have fun? And I'd be like, yeah.
It sort of looked like it was really fun to be in as well.
Yeah.
It sort of had that feel that it was a little bit improv and things were just sort of bouncing around.
Absolutely. And Claudia as well, Claudia Christian, who's fantastic, who plays Captain Blowhard. Yes. She also is a huge fan of improv. So we had lots of fun where we would often, and I played her kind of second in command, so we would often just sort of riff off one another. It was quite a tough shoot, actually, even though we had fun on set, because we were stuck in a warehouse in Bristol, you know, where it's always raining and everybody talks like they're pirates and all that, you know, in Bristol. And we were in this kind of crazy hotel for 8 or 9 weeks in the sodden, damp, dank weather. And because it was privately funded, you know, there were lots of challenges and things. But I, you know, respect to Andrew and Jonathan for getting it off the ground.
Yeah, no, it was a really good achievement considering where it came from. So, you know, I actually enjoyed it. I thought it had those little comic references to other things in sci-fi. So
a lot of poo jokes. We've just been talking about that, actually. I was like, what is it about farting and pooing that is just always... It's funny, apparently. Farting is funny, was Elena Huffman's quote.
Yeah, well, it's that British sense of humour as well, that sort of schoolboy type of humour. So, and that's sort of in there as well. No, I actually enjoyed that and I really thought that was good. Now, how have you been able to incorporate your science fiction experience with your comedy, your stand-up comedy?
Well, I haven't done... I keep meaning to go back to stand-up. I haven't done a massive gig for a long time. I've probably got one in Cape Town coming up in December. Which will be my biggest gig. But I recently did a smallish gig for like 200 people. It's quite small.
We got that small.
And I used a little bit of that. I just talk about being at, you know, a convention and just sort of from a perspective of I tend to sort of stick it together with being a struggling actor and what it's like being an actor and going from like an audition to the extreme of this. So yeah, being able to incorporate a bit of it.
Oh, that's very good. Well, thank you very much for being on our show.
Thank you.
And back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Hey guys, welcome back, and it's giveaway time.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk giveaways. Now, you must have heard of Phil Barlow. If you haven't, what are you doing? I mean, seriously, the guy used to do a lot of the Ghostbusters work in the 80s over in the US, so he's now back in Oz, and we have got some great stuff here. So Phil Barlow's Zooniverse.
Ooh.
So check this stuff out. Now we're giving away all of these little booklets. We've got the Phil Barlow's Zooniverse 1 to 5. We have Phil Barlow's Rex Vector number 1. And we also have a later issue of Zooniverse number 15 available as well. Plus Philosophics with more great artwork from Phil there. So definitely jump in on this one. Get on the Facebook page and you'll see what you need to do to win these awesome comic books. So what you have to do, get on Facebook, FB, love, everything, all that kind of stuff. Now, we also filmed a special of Phil, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Ray?
Yes, we went down. He was nice enough to let us into his home, and he really spent a lot of time with us and talked about his whole history, the whole Real Ghostbusters, the times, of his history going back and forth, and what he's doing now, and then even spent some time inking and talking to us while he was inking and showing us.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, so it actually goes for a very long time, like an hour and a half plus. So I'm segmenting it down and I'll be putting it up in smaller bits just so you can watch it in parts, because otherwise it'd be a bit hard to do.
Very awesome stuff, so definitely get onto that.
And he's given us all these out of his products to hand out as a giveaway. It's awesome, so thanks Phil Barlow for the awesome work and these. Now, next week is going to be our last episode for the season. And we're heading down to the Alchemist Refuge at Games Lab. Once you walk in, just go downstairs and we'll be there. I'll be smiling, maybe with sort of spicy water or two, and we're drinking away. Now we're going to have a giveaway possibly there, little El Luchador Fantastico Grande game.
Fantastico Grande.
Maybe a couple of other spicy waters will have giveaways, and we'll be showing some other footage that you probably won't see around here, but because I get to do as much as I want on there. Exclusive.
We love using that word.
And we really want to be able to hang out with everyone. So hang out with us, and we want to just enjoy the episode, just geek out together as a group. So next week, hang out with us at the Alchemist Refuge. And for now, that concludes our show.
Episode number 12.
And we'll see you all next week for lucky episode 13.
13. We'll have black cats and everything just wandering around going, meow. Bye.
He's